Step 1 of the water poverty cycle, not having money to buy water. Step 2 of the water poverty cycle, not being able to go to school because you have to go get water. Step 3 of the water poverty cycle, not getting a good job because you have to pay to go to school. Step 5 of the water poverty cycle, not having money to buy water.
This is so boring. I'm falling asleep in my chair.
I totally agree. The only words I hear are water and walking.
Yeah, who cares about the water poverty cycle?
Well, but then again, imagine if you actually had to walk to get your water.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Wow, I've never been to Africa before.
Yeah, it's so hot.
I'm super thirsty.
I wonder if we can get a drink.
Excuse me, mister. Where can we get some water?
Water? Oh, wait, you're serious? You don't know?
Know what?
There's no water in the village.
No tap? No nothing?
Of course not. But there is a watering hole.
Where?
About a 2-hour walk that way. You had better get going if you want to get back before the sun goes down. Here, take this jug, and you had better bring it back.
Wow, this is heavy already. How much do you think it will weigh when it's full?
I had never thought about how heavy water would be. I'm guessing 40 pounds at least.
Mine weighs 75 pounds.
That's heavier than a baby hippo.
Well, let's get going. Are there lions here?
Or tigers?
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Lions and tigers and bears, oh my!
This water is so dirty. It could be worse than poison.
Yep, but it's all we've got. Let's load it up into this jug.
Okay, but you have to carry it.
Typical.
What?
Making a girl carry water. I'm pregnant and I still have to carry it.
What? Why?
I don't have a choice. Most of my children and I have to go collect water every day.
Shouldn't they be in school?
Yes, but we need the water more desperately.
But without an education, the children won't be able to get a job.
True, and nor can I because we spend all of our time collecting water. My husband, he is a poor farmer, and we don't even have enough money for food and fresh water, much less medicine for all the diseases we get from the dirty water.
Wow.
I never,
This is awful. I didn't realize how bad this was.
I thought these people were just whining and exaggerating about how they had to walk to get their water.
Yeah, me too. Now I can see just how wrong the assumption was. Let's keep going.
Let's get back to the village.
Hope the worst is behind us. We go, look, it's a dude. Run!
Run!
I think we lost him.
Yeah, let's get back to the safety of the village.
No, we really should do something about this.
Yeah, but what?
We could find another way for the villagers to get their water.
Yeah,
It has to be clean
and clothes.
and durable.
Cheap.
And unpollutable, of course.
How about a dam? They're used all over the world.
Dams are perfect. They block up the water so it all stays in one place. There are smaller dams which are called sand dams, and the largest of which can provide water for up to 1,000 people, depending on the rainfall and flooding, of course. And then there are these giant concrete dams. For example, the Hoover Dam provides water and electricity for millions of people, irrigates over 40 million acres of farmland, and it only costs $833 million US.
Wow, the second dam provides so much water. Sounds damn good to me.
What sounds good?
Building you guys a huge dam. It'll only cost $830 million.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course you wouldn't know. A dam's a thing that you build in a river. Provides water to
No.
people.
I know what a dam is. Say no more. We don't have enough money to afford that. And even if we did, there are no rivers near here. The nearest one is twice as far away as the watering hole is. And our village is pretty small. We don't need something that big. So, do you have any other ideas?
How about a desalination plant where we can turn salt water into fresh water?
No oceans.
What about pipes?
What are those?
Pipes pipe water from one city or village to another.
That's really impractical. Our village is really isolated.
What else? Maybe a well.
Well, you've chosen well. Wells are some of the most popular water sources in developing countries. But there are many different kinds of wells. One type is a hand pump well. It costs about $10,000 depending on how much ground you have to remove to get to the water, and supplies water for about a few hundred people, and can last up to 10 years. Another kind of well is a deep well. It costs about $30,000 because it requires pumping equipment, but it can provide water for over 3,000 people.
The hand pump might work very nicely, but I'll need to know a little bit more about it before I can decide.
There are over 1,000 wells in Africa alone, and even more than that worldwide. A nice thing about hand pump wells is that they can be redug fairly easily. Another good thing about them is that they can be maintained by anyone who can hold a shovel and can be installed within 1 to 3 weeks.
Wow, and they sure work well too. Hey, isn't there an organization right by us that provides hand pumps to Asia mostly?
Yeah, IDE, straight off of Colfax, International Development Enterprises, right?
Hey, yeah, maybe we should contact them.
That is a wonderful idea.
Miss W, remember that school field trip we went on to IDE? Ralph and I were wondering if we could have their contact information. We really want to do a project on providing water to those who need it.
Tracy, that's a wonderful idea. Why don't you could even make a presentation to the World Water Committee. Why don't you and Ralph come to me after school so we can get something arranged?
Thank you. Hello, and thank you very much for coming. We are very pleased to be here in front of you, the World Water Committee. My name is Tracy Hannigan, and these are my classmates, Ralph Mortimer and Anissa Shaw.
We are from Macintosh Academy. We were studying water a while back in school. Tracy and I became very inspired. We really thought about what it would mean to have to live without clean water.
What we discovered was truly amazing. Having no clean water impacts your and your future generations' whole lives. Without clean water, you have to go and collect it, spending all your time doing that instead of learning or working. Additionally, there are many dangers of having to collect water, including animal attack, kidnapping, and sexual assault.
I would like to introduce to you two of our friends from Water, Aid, and Hope International Development Agency, two of the organizations who are devoted to solving water and sanitation problems worldwide. This is Catherine. She's with Water Aid, and this is Marian. She is representing Hope International, an organization that provides water, sanitation, and hope to the villages in developing countries. She's going to talk about how water is connected with the poverty cycle and what Hope International is doing to solve this issue.
Because people spend their time with the collection of water, they do not go to school. This, of course, has a direct implication with the poverty cycle, for they cannot escape the poverty cycle, and neither can their descendants. What Hope International Development Agency has been doing is making it so that every household has access to a tap within 500 meters of their house. This decreases the water collection time, and children can therefore spend more time at school getting an education, and then they can have an escape from the poverty cycle.
A tap or pump is just one solution. There are many other solutions, and they each suited for different places.
For example, in villages where there is groundwater about 300 feet or less down, you would want to use a hand pump well. However, sometimes the ground is very rocky, and it'll be much more expensive to drill, or the ground is too sandy and the well will collapse. In those cases, a hand pump well would work much better.
However, if the water is 350 feet or more underground, then a deep well is a much better option.
If there is a river nearby but no accessible groundwater, you might use a sand dam. The successfulness of this depends on several things, like how big floods are or how many animals might come below water.
As you can see, there are many options and even more variables. It really just depends on the village and its climate.
In order to help villages to decide what option is best for them, we've created a water solution quiz. We won't be giving this out now, we gave it to the judges.
This quiz is almost like a personality quiz for a village. So if you choose all A, your village is suitable for a deep well, or if you choose all B, it's a sand dam. And then some of the more insightful organizations, like WaterAid and HOPE and many others, don't just help by getting people their solutions, but also teach them a way to become a sustainable community.
At WaterAid, we have found that showing communities how to choose their water source is not all we have to do. We must also teach them how to use their water source. They must learn about the upkeep of their well, dam, or other solution, how to use proper sanitation, and to conserve their new water.
Since we ourselves can't go to Africa, we are going to help as best we can from here.
We are raising money for WaterAid, an international nonprofit organization with water, sanitation, and hygiene programs in 27 countries. We are following a plan in order to raise money and awareness. Our goal is to collect $250 by implementing the following plans. In addition to this, we are also raising money and awareness for Heifer International.
We will spread awareness in our neighborhoods, communities, and at our school. We have created flyers to explain our cause to people. We will put the flyers in Students' Fridays folders to be taken home and to be shown to their parents. We are going to fundraise outside of school by selling baked goods, popcorn, or lemonade to people around our neighborhoods and at parks. We are also going to hold an all-school water awareness assembly implemented by our group on Earth Day, where we will do this same presentation along with other things to raise awareness of water issues. We are also going to create a tippy tap, which is a conservative water tap made using simple materials. It is used by pushing down a foot pedal and distributing a small amount of water to wash hands with.
Thank you for listening.